Welcome to the fourth and final chapter of this masterclass series from The Banker on corporate banking's great transformation in association with Mashreq Bank. I'm John Everington, Middle East and Africa editor at The Banker, and I'm joined again by Joel van Dusen, Mashreq Bank's Group Head of Corporate and Investment Banking. We're going to conclude this series with a discussion on the importance of the development of the corporate banking ecosystem. Joel, thank you once again for being with us today.
Thank you, John. Good to see you again.
So for many years, the role of the corporate bank has been evolving from a purely transactional one into much more of a partnership relationship where the bank comes alongside its clients and helps them with their wider needs. What does this look like in practice for Mashreq Bank, would you say?
Yeah, I think it's a good question. And this is how a bank interacts with its corporate clients is changing, and I think will change over the next several years. So I'll just start with some of the things we're doing in this front. So our goal is to be a progressive, inspirational challenger bank, and to partner with our clients in a number of ways. The first thing we offer is one of the region's only industry-focused banking approaches. So we have deep knowledge and expertise, sector by sector, that can give guidance to clients, which is relatively unique. We also bring together, through our Mashreq partnership, a series of think tanks and forums to tease out issues and opportunities on a sector by sector basis, and that provides less of a product sale mentality and more of a partnership and solution oriented mentality. From a financial standpoint, Mashreq Bank, for example, is very much a GCC and E being Egypt, regional player. And that wholesale banking approach is something that is lacking a bit in the region, and something that we think differentiates us. So our strategies around partnering with our clients to help provide them solutions across all of GCC countries. So our CEO has announced that we've filed for a license in Oman. We'll be present across all the GCC and Egypt and India. And these are the core areas that our clients are focused on for their businesses. So that ecosystem that we can provide across these areas is important. And not only just being present there, but also having a vast FI banks business. So we're able to finance trade flows in Nepal, in Bangladesh, in India, in Pakistan, and across the GCC, because we connect the corporates with our FI clients, and we can bring those clients into Europe and Asia as well. So we obviously have a focus in London, New York, and Hong Kong. And the focus there is really being able to finance and facilitate trade flows into the GCC. So that ecosystem plays a role in how we partner with our clients. There is an important change taking place in banking that's being driven by increased digitalization, the rise of fintechs and APIs linking across clients and the financial service providers. And that's quite exciting. And we're participating at Mashreq Bank in that development, and investing in our cash and trade businesses to upgrade our tech stacks to allow for this connectivity. So, historically, banks have operated very much on a request-driven approach versus a client business flow-driven approach. A document request is submitted to the bank, the approval is garnered, and service is delivered to the client. This is inefficient, and it's sometimes time consuming, many times time consuming. The future of banking will put the bank into the client's ecosystem in a more material way. It's been referred to as invisible banking, banking as a service. You take, for example, vendor finance. The old way would be a bank working with its corporate client, working on a structure to offer that client's suppliers and vendors financing. Then the bank would offer it to the corporate client, who would then therefore offer it to the vendor. The new way of banking is going to be placing the bank within the ecosystem of the corporate client, and seamlessly allowing the vendor to choose financing or not choose financing as they see fit from time to time. So this happens smoothly and automatically, and enables the vendor to make decisions and links through APIs and provides a solution automatically with the bank. Another example of how ecosystems will develop more broadly within the corporate world and the banking world is something you've seen recently on uh, TradeX and LiquidX, which are platforms that have developed across the fintech space. These are platforms that offer corporate clients working capital solutions, and what they rely upon is banks streaming offers and opportunities into their corporate client platform. And if the bank is not seamlessly able to stream quotes and terms and structures consistently into these platforms, you're not going to be present where the clients are operating aggressively. So the whole concept of removing a request permission delivery mechanism that has existed for hundreds of years in banking into a more ecosystem driven environment where you're front and center with the client, you're in their workflows, uh, and facilitating a seamless and smooth process of financing services, almost behind the scenes, if you will. That's going to be the future of banking, and we have invested in our Maastricht Matrix system, which is our cash and trade system, to upgrade the tech stack and allow us to access in these ecosystems with our clients. We've already a number of sophisticated clients in the UAE, for example, have already put programs like this in place with us, and it's a trend that we will see more and more of in the future.
Now, a lot's been said and written about how retail banks in particular are repositioning themselves as platforms, enabling deeper interaction and integration with third-party fintechs. What does this look like for the corporate banking offering?
Well, I think competition is going to evolve aggressively over the coming years, and we see a number of fintechs innovating in the MENA region. Obviously, far more across the globe. Our job as a bank is to ensure that we've got a positive, seamless customer experience, and we have to adapt to these changes. So we need to be, if a platform develops, say in the FX, as you know, there's a number of FX platforms that treasurers can live stream into to get quotes. We as a bank need to be there and be competitive to win the business. So I see it as positive change, and we as a bank should be able to adapt quickly. And we've always been known for being innovative and being foot forward on digitization. And we've always been known for being nimble. So I'm pretty confident that we'll be able to adapt to the changing landscape, and ensure that we've got partnerships with these fintechs that are developing and linking into the platforms that do develop over time. One of the things I'll mention is we have a small fintech fund ourselves that we look at investing with our fintech partners to create that alignment. And we've had 2 or 3 investments already that are helping us grow these partnerships together and hopefully growing the fintech as well. So I see it as a real partnership, engaging process, and not something that will disintermediate banking over time.
Well, it's a rapidly changing landscape and very exciting times to be living in. Joel, thank you so much for your insights and thoughts during this conversation, and indeed during the series. It's been a really enriching experience.
Thank you. Thank you, John.
This concludes the Banker's Masterclass series on corporate banking's great transformation in association with Maastricht Bank. Thank you again, Joel, for all your insights, and thank you very much for watching. If this series has whet your appetite, don't forget to visit thebanker.com/video for further exclusive insights and interviews.